So we had another good night weather-wise in the Quesnel area. The wind was low, the temperature was low, the humidity wasn't quite as high, but it did help the firefighters. We're expecting a positive update today. Just to note, they have changed the name of the Dragon Mountain Fire to Green Mountain. But that's confused some people because Dragon Mountain Fire is no longer a fire of note. That's because it's now called the Green Mountain Fire. It is still a wildfire of note. They still have it at 1,500 hectares, but they have it at 60% contained. I suspect after this morning's update that we'll see that that containment is even better than it was yesterday because more resources continue to be put to that fire. The fires on the West Fraser Road between Alexis Creek and Roddy Road have now been renamed the West Fraser Road Complex. And what's meant by complex is a number of fires are occurring in that area, and there's 2 wildfires of note in that area as well. We are trying to get better information about those fires. Quite frankly, the Forest Service has not been able to put resources to those fires because they are not, massive interface fires. There are properties there, there's ranches there, but they're not of the same order of magnitude of a Williams Lake or a Lac La Hache or a Wildwood or a 100 Mile House. Today we are expecting the extra resources to show up in Quesnel. The fire camp was set up last night. Our public works crews worked hard with the professional crew that was setting the camp up, so it is ready for the firefighters to show up. They'll be showing up throughout the day. We expect about 130 plus additional firefighters to be in our area. They will be deployed to more than just the fires immediately adjacent to Quesnel. It'll be a regional fire base with some more air support as well as firefighters. Last night we also had 29 additional RCMP officers come to Quesnel. That's a group of officers that were deployed in 100 Mile House, Williams Lake, and Quesnel. They're being housed at Corlew Secondary School, and they will take over the direct fire responsibilities from our local detachment, giving our local detachment a bit of rest, but also giving them the opportunity to get on top of more of our core policing functions, one of which is tracking these fake fire marshals. So we have had reports of individuals posing as fire marshals, knocking on doors, telling people that their area is under an alert and they should be ready to leave, or in some cases that they're under an order and should be ready to leave. People need to be very clear how that process works. There are no door knocking notifications for alerts. If your area is under an alert, you will never have someone knocking on your door. So if a person knocks on the door and says you're under alert, they are fake. Secondly, it will be a police officer or what we call a peace officer. So someone in a clearly identifiable uniform. If it's in the city, our bylaw officers will be involved. Search and rescue may be involved, even at times conservation officers or Ministry of Forest personnel in their uniform. So they should be uniformed, clearly identifiable. The second is that they will have the signed evacuation order in their hands to show you. And it is only an order, and they will have a signed order. Thirdly, you can check the CRD website. If you just go to the main website, on the top right-hand side are evacuation orders, and you can verify that an order exists. So only under those circumstances should you evacuate your home. Any other circumstance where someone is telling you you're under alert or you have an order, please call the local RCMP detachment in Quesnel. 250-992-9211. You phone them and we will get RCMP deployed to that area to try and catch these individuals. We are thankful that Quesnel continues to be, and our immediate vicinity neighborhoods continues to be a bit of a calm in the storm that's going around us. We continue to send best wishes down into Williams Lake and 100 Mile House, where the fires are more extreme and more imminent threats to those communities. We're hoping that the weather pattern that was predicted for the Williams Lake area in particularly seems to have diminished, and that alert remains, but we're more hopeful than the previous couple of days that they would have to be turned into an order.